Hello besties, welcome back. Today's video, we're going to be talking about some struggle meals. Alright guys, so I grew up pretty poor. There were times when we did not know where our next meal was coming from. It was the reality of it. So living through that time taught me a thing or two about life. But I thought it would be fun to share some more struggle meals with you guys. I did a video like this a while back, and I have more. I have a lot. I have a lot of these. And this video is a collaboration with my sister, Emily, over on her channel. She's new to YouTube. Her channel is called My Beautiful Chaos, and she's going to show you some of our struggle meals too. So don't forget to go watch her video after this one. So everybody has a struggle meal. There is nobody on this earth that has never had a struggle meal. Unless you're the 1%. But whatever. So the first one I'm going to show you, it's actually really sad when you think about it, but it was a favorite. So there was this period of time where my sister Nikki, her husband, her oldest child, moved in with us. This was like during the recession. Everybody was getting laid off, losing their jobs. And they moved in with us. And it was a hard time. I didn't know that this is why we had this until later on. But I'm going to share it with you guys just because that's real life. I just think it's really interesting to see other people's struggle meals because it's just interesting to see. I don't know. I just like it. So I'm going to share some of mine with you. Please do not feel sorry for me. Please don't tell me you're sorry. Nothing like that. This is all in good fun. You know, we lived that life back when I was a child. We are fine and dandy now. I'm just sharing it just for the sake of sharing it. So, this first one. This was when my sister, her husband, and her oldest kid was living with us. And food was scarce in the house. Alright, there was hardly anything there. And my sister Nikki, who was about 21, 22-ish, she made this for me, Emily, and her child. Jello water. I totally forgot that we did this, okay? But Jello water. She would make us a drink out of Jello. And the reason she did this is because somebody from her husband's side of the family said that it would coat your stomach and keep you from feeling hungry. So we would drink Jello water. And we thought it was so good. So I'm going to make some Jello water for y'all. I know this one is kind of sad. This one really is kind of sad, but it's like the reality of it. So we're going to do it. And another reason that I'm sharing this with you guys is because times are tough and there may be somebody out there that might want Jello water so they don't feel hunger pains. Because my channel is based solely around keeping tummies full because it is very important to me. I grew up with it, going hungry for a little bit of time. Nobody should go to bed hungry. And I'm just going to share this because maybe somebody could use this, but also share it because it's just interesting. It's just like something we did when we were hungry. Let's go. So my sister Nikki, I remember this so vividly. She would fill up a quart mason jar with water. By the way, our water was from a spring. It was all free. So we had water. I'm using strawberry Jello. That's what we have most of the time. Okay. So, for one mason jar of water, she would pour half of a pack of Jello. She would make 2 quart jars full. So, me and my sister Emily and her oldest child could have some. I think a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, times were tough. They were really tough times. And if you guys remember the recession and everybody was getting laid off, and plus we lived out in the middle of nowhere, so there wasn't really any food pantries or anything like that. So we had to do what we had to do. And I didn't realize that this is why we did this. until later on. A few years down the road, she told me. Okay, once it's dissolved, you're good. You have a nice juice drink. Like I said, we had free spring water, so we usually had ice. We had ice trays, would fill it up. So she would pour the Jello water over ice, and it was so good. Just like this. When I take a sip of this, this is going to bring back a flood of memories, I'm telling you. To make it extra cold, stick in a fork and just stir it up with the ice. I don't know if it helped, but we did it. Like this. Oh my gosh. Tastes the same. Tastes the same. We thought this was the greatest thing. Now, it doesn't taste like Kool-Aid. It's not super full of sugar. I'm sure if you have sugar, you could add it to make it more sweet. But it's like the flavor that squirts in the little bottle kind of tastes like that. Like you put some of that in water. But we would drink this. But we would drink this and it would be so good. And from my memories, we didn't have hunger pains. Because, as my sister said a few years later, she did this so we wouldn't feel hunger pains because the Jello somehow coats your stomach. Now, if that's true, I don't know. That's what she was told. It worked for us. So, I'm going to get my boys in here. I'm going to have them taste this just to see what they think. So, let's go. We have Braden and Colin here. Ryder's a little busy with Dusty working on something. So, they're going to try one of my struggle meals. And yeah, I'm calling it a meal. Just take a sip. Tell me what you think.
Pretty good.
What do you think, Kai?
It just tastes like water.
Try it again. There's a little flavor to that.
It tastes like water.
Hold on. Just put a little. I'm going to put a little bit more powder in Colin's because he says he can taste it.
Just a little hint.
Just a little hint.
Just a little.
Stir it up. Braden is chugging that down, y'all.
It's good.
Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you why we drink it.
Sure.
I know it's Jello.
It's Jello. It's Jello water. Can you taste it?
Yeah, it has a very good flavor.
Okay.
But it still kind of tastes like water.
Colin. Yeah. It's not like Kool-Aid. It doesn't have like a lot of sugar. Braden is drinking this whole thing. Okay, so let me tell you why we did this. So, you guys have heard my stories about how we had to grow up, you know, kind of poor. And we would have a little bit of trouble getting food. Well, Nikki would make this drink for me and Emily. She would make this drink for us. And she would make this drink for us. And the Jello would coat our stomachs so we wouldn't feel hunger pains.
Pretty good.
That was just fun and interesting to see them try that. This next struggle meal I'm going to show you guys, it has a little bit more oomph to it, bulkiness. It's not just a drink. So, something that we would do, we would take leftover mashed potatoes. My mom really liked to keep instant mashed potatoes in the house. So, a lot of the times, most of the time, it was instant mashed potatoes. We would make up some instant mashed potatoes and have a tater sandwich, a mashed tater sandwich. So, I want to make this up for the boys and see what they think. I have potatoes. They almost fell out of that bowl. Did you see that? I have potatoes. They are instant, which is what we had most of the time. I have a piece of bread. This is how I did it. Like so. Then we fold the bread like so. That's still good. Struggle meal who? I'd eat this all the time. I have made Colin and Braden both a mashed tater sandwich. Let's see what they think. This is something that we would eat all the time when we didn't have a lot to eat at the house when I was growing up. So I want you guys to try it.
What is it?
A mashed tater sandwich. What do we think?
Just like a mashed potato sandwich.
What do you think, Kai?
It's a very weird thing to eat, but I'll eat it.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it hit the spot. Especially when you didn't really have a lot to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So if I said, Kylan, we have mashed tater sandwiches today, would you be cool with it?
Mm-hmm.
So you like it? Mm-hmm. He's like, maybe. I'm not too sure about that. He said it's a very weird thing to eat.
You can't go wrong with taters.
That's true. I'm a sucker for a tater. So this next struggle meal was a favorite, an absolute favorite. It's when there was just random stuff in the house. And when I say random, I mean random. So we found a tater. Find a tater, it's great. You need a tater, clean your tater. We never had real bacon pieces at home. We always had the bacon bits. I recently started putting these in my food storage because I can find them at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I haven't had fake bacon bits in over a decade. I don't know why. They were good. But I didn't even know that real bacon bits with real bacon was a thing until Dusty and I got married. He showed me. He's highfalutin fancy over here. All right. So we would see like this much in a can of bacon bits. Sometimes we have plastic cheese and like the core of a piece of lettuce. I don't have my lettuce out yet. We would have just remnants of things and we would try to put a meal together. That's what a struggle meal is. So if we have plastic cheese, a little bit of bacon bits, the fake stuff, a tater, and most of the time, a little bit of lettuce. And honestly, it was the core of the lettuce. We would do this. And I haven't had this in so long. It was my favorite. So I'm sure it's going to be good. You're going to need a microwave safe bowl. Your potato, and this is how we did it. We cut it up in the front and then across like this. Put it in your microwave safe bowl and zap this baby for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's fork tender. We did not bake these baked potatoes. We microwaved. So we're going to do that. This was such a favorite struggle meal for me and my sister Emily. Whenever we were at my mama's house for the weekend, we would make this just because it was good. And here is the microwaved baked tater, kind of dried out, but this is the way we did it. So I break it apart. Now we never had real butter growing up. I didn't know that Blue Bonnet or Imperial or Country Crock wasn't real butter. I had no idea that wasn't real butter. I know, insane. Put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper if I'm feeling fancy. And I'm going to take my plastic American cheese. It has to be plastic. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 10 seconds so it can melt. Perfectly melted plastic cheese. All right, the next step, you take some of your fake bacon bits. Who knows what these things are? And you sprinkle it on top. Oh my gosh, the memories are flooding back already. I used to sit with my mama and watch Albert and Costello, Jack and the Beanstalk while I ate this. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. I haven't had this in decades. Then we would take a little bit of lettuce and sprinkle it on. And this was the best struggle meal. Like I said, this was so good as a struggle meal that we ate this just because at Mama's house. Mama, I know sometimes you watch my YouTube videos. You might watch them all, but I know you watch them sometimes. Do you remember? I'm sure you do. I would make this, and me and you would sit and watch Albert and Costello, Jack and the Beanstalk. I haven't had this since I was a teenager. I'm going to see if it still tastes the same. This one might make me cry. Because it was such good memories just watching that movie with my mama. Sometimes Papa would watch it. But he would have to go to work. And he would go to bed early. Yes, I am crying over a tater. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cry. It's like I have to cry. And it's a tater. And I'm crying because of the memories. I cried over it for 5 minutes, so it should be cool. How you feel about it?
It tastes pretty good.
Did you eat it
For
again?
what it is. Yeah, probably.
That was my favorite thing ever. Well, he's going in for seconds, so it has to be good. Same day, different time. So the last struggle meal I want to show you guys for this video is something my mom used to do. And honestly, I don't know if mom would say it's a struggle meal or not, but it definitely was. I think my mom still loves this to this day and she eats it all the time. Now, Tyson nuggets. You're going to be like, Brooke, that is not a struggle meal. Okay, listen. They used to have a packaging for Tyson nuggets that was a box. The box was about this big. And that is the box that we would have amongst the 5 in my family at the time. I'm not quite sure how many nuggets were in that box, but I know we probably got about 4 apiece. To go on the side, my mother would add a can of veggies. Now, this can of veggies is very large. It's a family size can of veggies. My mother's can was the regular smaller can, and it would also be divided amongst us. On the side for this meal, my mother would put pickle slices, the pickle chips, and it had to be the chips. It could only be the chips, and then we'd have ketchup. Weird mix, right? I agree, but it actually was really good. I haven't had this mix of food in so long. My kids are gonna be like, what in the world? And let me tell y'all, let me preface this by saying my mother wasn't a cook. She was the type of person, if she made a homemade biscuit, you could break a window with it. She wasn't a cook. There were a few things that she made that was really good, but she just really didn't like to cook, and anything convenient, that's what she would do. My dad was mostly the cook in the family, so this is one thing that she made kind of all the time. So I'm going to make this the way my mother made it. I'm using my big old pot here just because it keeps it from splattering. My mother would fry the nuggets in a little bit of oil. So I'm going to put some oil at the bottom, and we're going to heat this up. While that oil's heating up, I'm going to toss in the veg oil. I used to love the llama beans. I used to pick them out and eat them all. I would call them baby beans. A little bit of salt. Not much. A little pat of butter. Just going to bring this to a boil. I put a little nugget in there to test it to see if the oil was hot. It's starting to sizzle a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead with some more nugs. We're going to just cook them on both sides. Simple as that. Boiling good. Now, normally for me personally, I like to boil all of that water out of my canned veggies, but Mom never did that, so I'm not going to do it this time. And we're going to get these out one by one, put it on a paper towel to let it drain. And this is how we build our plate. Put about 4 nuggies on there. Roundabouts 4 nuggies. Let me get a spoonful of veg oil. And like I said, it had to be pickle chips. I'm using chopsticks because it's easier. Like a nice little paw of pickle chips. And you gotta have ketchup. So here it is. Here is the struggle meal that my mother, who never cooked, would make all the time. It has been a long time since I've had a plate that looked like this. All right, so you have to use a fork for your nuggets. There's no other way. Go in with the ketchup. Then you eat a pickle and keep going. Weird mix of food, but I tell you, it hits. Whenever we would get this, we would actually be excited because it's really good. I just hit myself in the nose with a pickle. I'm enjoying this. Struggle meal what? Braden's paper plate struggle meal. Okay, Brady, you have to eat this in a specific order, okay? First, you have to use your fork and cut your nugget. Dip it in the ketchup. Really good. Eat it. Straight into the veg all. Take a pickle. It's different, don't it? Like you wouldn't expect this to taste good. Like the mix is good, isn't it? So what do you rate this one?
10.
Who knew? Pickles, veg all, chicken nuggets, ketchup will go together. But it worked. And there we go. That's a few more struggle meals that I used to have in my childhood. I'll link the other videos that I've done. Y'all, I have so many. I have so many. And I really want to share them all with you. But this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to stop it right here. But I'll show you some more struggle meals we used to have growing up. Remember to go check out Emily's video. She's going to show you guys some struggle meals that she and I used to have as well in our childhood. You don't want to miss it. I just think these videos are so interesting. What are some crazy struggle meals that you used to have growing up? Is there something that's like totally weird that people will be like, what? If so, I need to hear it. I need to hear it. All right, I love you guys. Remember, as always, be positive and kind and happy. And I love you guys. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I'll see you later, taters. Bye.